guys, welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. I got to give a special shout out to my friend, to none other than Monica from All About the Tea, a friend of ours. She have a show, and she posted on her show the one and only about Tim Norman. So let me get his picture up here for a second, because she did one of the best, if not the best, breakdown Tim Norman from the Welcome to Sweetie Pies. And I want to piggyback on what she reported on. So give me a second. I'm going to put his picture up here because that video that she did was so on the money, and she posted that on All About the Tea YouTube page. You guys can definitely go check it out. Post in the chat All About the Tea. I need to see that down in the chat, because she posted that video and it was so good. It posted that video and it was so good. I enjoyed it. It was awesome. I want to piggyback on what she said in that video, because it was something that touched my spirit of the video with Tim Norman. That is the son of Miss Robbie, the one that slept with Ike. And he slept with Ike. And the reason why I say Miss Robbie slept with Ike Turner is because Ike Turner didn't have no women involved with him unless he slept with her. The one that slept with Ike Turner, okay? She was an Ike act, she was singing background and also singing on Ike Turner's, singing on that, on that ping. But that family, I was researching that family. You have to be careful of marrying into a family of gangbangers, all type of people. You got to be real crazy, because that family is something in that family. They have the M words, they got the R words, they got the gangbangers. Most of the people pass away from violence. So you have to be careful marrying inside a family. But Monica shared something in there from All About the Tea. I want y'all to go check that out from Monica's show. And she said that Tim was greedy with the money. Now, I didn't even know that he was living in a somewhat nice $1 million property out in Houston. And then she break down all the situations of all the things that happened with the whole family, and broke down how Tim would open up these restaurants and greed. And another thing that I really didn't know, I heard a rumor that he actually put out $1 million policy on Miss Robbie. So the thing that he did to Andre, he was going to do it to somebody. He was going to do it to his own mother. And it is greed. Let me break that down. Greed is something, when you're money hungry, when you're the type of person that you're extremely hungry for money, you would do anything to take a person out. I told y'all in the scripture, it is a scripture said, for the love of money is the root of all evil. The root of this was greed, for the love of money. You want to have it. He did not know how to manage his funds. He was a terrible business owner, because you do know you don't just expand quickly. You expand gradually. You don't just say, let's open up 8 restaurants, and you're trying to compete with McDonald's and Burger King. Those people have generational wealth. You're the first family able to have some type of wealth, and your money don't move the same like McDonald's and Burger King or Chick-fil-A. So you don't have money or reserve just to throw money away, and you're not getting multi-million-dollar contract or loans like that. And then also we learned from Monica from All About the Tea that Tim actually owed money to creditors. So he took out all these loans and defaulted on the loans because he did not pay them, and the revenue he was coming from the restaurant wasn't coming in enough. When you are a business owner, right? And I have to move differently. You know what I'm saying? It's like a month to month. I'm not in a position of a 6 months from now, 8 months from now, but you have to think like that. So I'm like, oh, wow. So that's why I'm looking for a job, because I want to be able to not live by month to month, but live, you know what I'm saying, and thrive. So I'm just saying, and stuff like that, to pay for a team or to invest in my business. So I just sat down with myself. I said, okay, self, I know what to do now. So when I go back and get into the real world, get a job, use that salary to help pay Paul and also help pay my audience to get those reserves at $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000. And what do you mean by reserves? So if I want to travel across, I can have some type of reserves so I can go in there. So I'm going to be investing on my GoFundMe as well, working to put it into the GoFundMe as well, so I can pour from that investment. I can pour from that, you know, those reserves and everything like that. I'm gonna put some of my money in it, but I also need y'all money too, because that helps. And so it's great. We emailing, you know, Brandon and everything like that. But we'll get into that. But let me stick to Tim Norman. So yeah, so Tim, he did this, and this is the thing I don't like about Tim. I don't like about his mother, and I hate to drag Miss Robbie, but she trash. And let me break this down. The reason why Miss Robbie is trash is, though that is your son, but if your son been accused of taking out his nephew, you need to throw that birthright out the window, because that's when you say, no, bro, you need to sit in prison. I don't agree with parents sticking by their sons or daughters when they commit some vicious attacks, and then you write a letter. Now, you might love your child. I'm not telling you not love them, but when you take your spanking tail and you write a letter and say, dear judge, dear your honor, I'm an elderly woman. He's my only last living son. Can you please have some type of mercy on him? No, I don't agree with that, because your son took out your grandson. And I knew she was trash. And don't get me wrong, Miss Robbie is up in age. I get that. She's in her 80s. But when another thing that Miss Robbie did, she was accusing Andre of stealing her money out the safe. And I don't believe Andre stole the money. She really wanted him to take a lie detector test or whatever. I do believe Tim stole the money, set up Andre, created the atmosphere, and Andre spoke and said, listen, I believe he's trying to take me out. He sensed that, you know, Tim was trying to end his life. And so all of this situation have come up, and I'm like, OMG, look at this, you guys. Look at this and really observe of this, that Miss Robbie did not protect her grandson. She took the side of a person that deleted his nephew. He did. He took the side of deleting his nephew, right? And Miss Robbie took the side of standing up for the deleter of his nephew. And the reason why we saying these words, because of the algorithm, okay? And then on my station here, we can say all the words we want to say, and all for members only, because we're doing the members only tomorrow night. Okay, so that was that. So I want to say shout out to All About the Tea for giving me this video and to the public domain, because it drives some ideas to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, Tim, you got to get it together. And then for him to write a statement on his wall saying that let me see, that, you know, suppose I didn't do this. Nobody ever said that I told them to end my nephew's life and all of this. And I'm just hearing this man talk. He wrote this on his page, said, thank you for all the prayers of selling disbelief. The feds know 100% I did not do those insurance policies, but the jury didn't get to hear that. And not one person got on the stand and said that I told them to hurt my nephew. They destroyed my name and image, so you guys wouldn't search for the truth. I hear that. But you, sir, did this crime, and then you're trying to throw your lawyers on the bus, and you talking to them prison lawyers, throw your ineffective counsel, and try to, no, your lawyers did their job, and you lost. The federal government had a tight case because they had years of recordings and pings of the phone. Then the people that you did the crime with turned on you so they can get lighter sentencing. So, brother, they did right. The federal government did right. Now, have the federal government have been coming at the people when they were wrong, when they went out against Murder Inc., and we'll break that down in another video, and Murder Inc. had the resources to fight them, and they won because the case against Murder Inc. was a bunch of cow manure. So when we come to Tim, I understand this, and when it comes to Tim, he did it. This is not no free Tim, Black Lives Matter, and it does. But in this particular case, the criminal have been caught. The criminal, Tim, will serve 30 plus years in prison. And if he survived, he would be in his 80s, sickly, probably on hospice, right? And he probably will live a long life because his mother is still thriving in her 80s, and she talking about ain't her stuff good enough. Now, here you are, 80-some years old. No, that ain't good. It's wrinkled. Okay, probably dry as bones. So no, that stuff ain't good enough. And I knew she was trash and everything like that. She stands up for, if a person stand up for a person that delete people and end people's life, eventually they probably end somebody's life in their younger years. She probably put out a hit on Tina Turner. I don't know. And I know she might try to sue me, but I ain't like the other women that ain't got the resource to fight it. We will do it pro bono and fight every type of thing that comes with it. And you will have to get in an open court to prove that you didn't sleep with Ike Turner. I just feel into my spirit that you gave him a look, that's some of that yoni. Now, back in the day, your stuff probably was good back in 1965. Okay, y'all judging Miss Robbie now because she's old, and I learned that a lot of people that do crap in their younger years, they put on this old, I'm just an old lady, I'm just a senior citizen, I don't harm nobody. You may not harm nobody now, but in your younger years, you did what you had to do. Okay, now I know you slept with Ike Turner. I feel it in my spirit. Miss Robbie, you slept with him. You gave him some of that good, because he was tearing up Tina Turner and he just came into you, and you probably gave him a little something. You probably did. Now people ain't gonna understand it because she's old. She up there frying chicken. She up there making some candy yams. She up there making potato salad. She up there making baked ham. So you may not see that, but she once was a young woman. She was in her 20s. A lot of these old women, my grandmother included, they try to act so holy and sanctified, but they forget when they was out here hoeing. They forget when they was throwing that coochie around. You forget about that. But yes, you 80, 95 years old and you holy and saved, but you weren't always holy and saved. It was a time when you were in your 20s giving up that coochie. It was a time when you were in your cootie giving up that booty and having one-night stands. You may not do it now because you're 95 years old and 96 years old, but you once was 21, 22 years old. And then y'all were playing to that, I'm just an old lady. I'm holy and I'm sanctified. Yeah, you holy and sanctified now, but when you was in your 20s, you was giving it up to the devil. You was on that stripper pole. You was wearing a bikini, if they had bikini. Did they have Victoria, whatever stuff that they had, you was doing it back in the 60s, in the 50s, in the 40s. All right? But then now you want to act like you so holy under now. And that's how she is. She doing her music, but you don't know how she was in her 20s. And there's some older people still doing dirt right now. I just have to tell you that. And I'm saying it because I know Miss Robbie might sue me. So y'all donate. Got to get in the courtroom. Donate. She might send me a cease and desist and try to sue me. Like she sued that other blogger out there and had me. I don't even take it down, nothing. I'm gonna be just like Tasha K. I'll take it out close at the last minute. I'll take it down. But until then, I'm gonna get all the clicks and views I can get. And then at the last minute, Your Honor, I agree. I just want to go into mediation. I want to go into some mediation with Miss Robbie and Sweetie Pie's owner in mediation. And I want, Your Honor. Now, I can't agree not to talk about it because she's some content. Because some tea might come out that Tim might be Ike Turner's baby. So some tea might come out. So I can't say I can't talk about it, y'all. As long as the deal is I take the video down, but I can't agree that I can't talk about her again. And if that's the agreement, Your Honor, I just have to go to trial and take my case to the people, take my case to the jury and decide is this stuff like that, because I already know she's gonna be trying to, sue and send out cease and desist and all that, but you have to find me and all that type of good stuff. You be spending all your money, a lot of your restaurant and shut down. I talked to somebody on the train from St. Louis. They said, baby, them sugary greens, too much sugar, diabetes. Okay. They said them chicken wings was dry. That's what they said. They said the candy yams was nasty. A lady, she was dragging Sweetie Pie. She said, let me guess, you wanted to taste the Sweetie Pie. She said, baby, I make better chicken than that. And then she tried to invite me to her house in St. Louis. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to go to your house. No, man, I'll come and feed you real good. No, you trying to do something else. And she was an older lady and still got a hot box and all that. I don't want to eat your chicken in your house, St. Louis. I ain't going to no St. Louis. No, I'm not stopping on St. Louis. And then I'm sitting down in the train and she said, you want to get off? I don't want to get off this. I don't know you, ma'am. No, I don't want none that you got. None that you got. No, ma'am. No, thank you. Try to offer me to get a burger on the train. I don't want none that you got. No, ma'am. I'm not a jigaboo or gigolo or something they call. I don't know, ma'am. You have a good day. Yes, ma'am. You have a good day. Have a good life and everything. We had one little conversation. I ain't wasn't flirting with you. Just one little conversation. And you up there said, do you want to come to the house so you can make some chicken? Absolutely. I don't want your chicken mixed with that voodoo and the gray hairs on your yoni. You sprinkling it on my fried chicken. And then now I'm obsessed all in your house. So absolutely not. No. I'm not doing that at all. Okay. Not going to do that at all. So she definitely invited me over there. So to Tim, Get it to that and tell him, I love you. I don't love you too. That was a lie. I be just saying that I don't even love people. I dislike what you did, bro. It was definitely wrong, and I don't like it. What you did is sickening to my stomach. Okay, I don't love you. I've always had an issue with you because it was an episode with you and Andre told Miss Robbie that you hit him, and then Miss Robbie came up to Andre. I came up to Tim and said, "Why would you hit him? Don't put your hands on people." And I saw I knew then you was a piece of crap. Look at that face, just as a piece of crap. You look like you just hungry and you always with them wide hips, and now you probably lost weight. No, probably not. Your mama probably using all that sweetie pie money and using that and going over there and putting on your books. Just like she ain't had no conversation with Andre mama. She's pathetic. Like, Miss Robbie, you're taking a side of your son and he ended someone's life. And so I know you didn't care about Tina Turner getting her butt whooped. If you sit there and actually be a part of the not speaking up, you are the person that is accessory to the crime. And you're not even going to work with the victim's family and talk with them. Don't want to talk with them. That's what I heard. You're a piece of crap. You're a piece of crap. And I don't get me wrong, I like some of your music. Ain't my stuff good enough? I like that music. Ain't as good to you, baby. Okay. I like the dun, dun, dun. Now come on, dun, 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 dun. Everybody's a sweetie pie, like you a sweetie pie. I like that song. Everybody's a sweetie pie. Now come on. Okay. I like that. So, okay. So that's how that is. I like the song. I was a big fan of Sweetie Pie because, you know, I followed the network when she had white folks on there when nobody watched it. Rosie, many other white people that didn't watch it. I watched it when she got into the Sweetie Pie. They used to come on Saturdays. You remember on Saturday night, Sweetie Pies come on. That was one of the breakthrough shows that had solid ratings for cable television. I was there when she got Tyler Perry. Hello, how you doing? When she got Tyler Perry and he brought the Half and Have-Nots. I watched that first episode and they said, "Ooh, this is boring." And then he gradually, the Half and Have-Nots was good. Like my mom, she watched the Half and Have-Nots, Oval, all the stuff. The Highest, what's the name of that? She watched all the type of show. I don't too much care nothing about none of the Tyler Perry shows. I watched some of it. I watch, you know, I'm mainly like Power, you know, Bel Air, all those type of like Chasing Dallas. I like some reality series and stuff like that. But Tim, get it together. I hope he rots in prison. And my thing is this: if you take somebody's life, automatically it should be the sentence, okay, to end your life. It should be a state sentence sanctioned to end your life, right? I do believe that. I don't believe that you should be here by taxpayers, right? And they're paying your bills and they like paying lights, gas, because you got to eat, which is food, and all of that. They got to do all of that. Okay. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So get it together. But shout out to Monica because Monica, she got me onto this because I saw her video and I was so inspired to see her back. And she did it. It was so clear, precise. It wasn't a long video. It was short, sweet, thorough research to the point, and you can clearly see it. So if you did not check that out, go and check out that video. It was everything. Like, I'm going to drop the link in here. Really, I'm going to just drop the link in here so you all can see it because it was so into the point. And put your notifications on. It was just everything. Like, the video was everything. Let me drop it so you all can hear. And I'm already getting dragged in the comments because I said she trashed. It's like speaking about Miss Robbie for standing behind her son. And I'm already getting dragged in the comments, okay? So we're going to move on to the other topic here. Okay, that was that. All right, here we go. Where we at right now? Shanquella Robinson, shout out to Ben Crump. Ben Crump was in Washington, D.C. I got the email. I couldn't go because my funds are limited. We only raised $300, I believe, in the GoFundMe. That's not enough to get me to and from back from D.C. So if you want to see me in this and cover this, you must donate, whether it's a cash chat, super chat, or what's on our the GoFundMe, right? Whether it's $1, $5, $10, we as a team, you can see me in D.C. going to this, having this press conference, interviewing the family of Shanquella Robinson, interviewing attorney Ben Crump. If you want me in these spaces, you must contribute to the platform. Amen. If you want me in these spaces, you must contribute so we can get there. To the end, I just wait to happen and we do that. So I was having a conversation with someone. They were talking about Shanquella Robinson, and I was really like, okay, where's Ben Crump going to go with this? And once I heard Ben Crump talk, he said, listen, we have the same energy. If a person like Black Lives Matter, it matters if a white man or a police officer take a person out, and it matters when a black man, when a police officer take him out. It matters when it comes to stuff like that. It really, really matters. And I love that he zoomed into that point and said that it matters. And when you hear this situation, when all of this went on, it matters. Even though the people that took out Shanquella Robinson were Black, that doesn't demean the movement of Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter in some cases don't really matter to certain Black people. Black Lives Matter always. Black Lives Matter. If a Black person take you out, if a Black woman take you out, it's still Black Lives Matter, period. It's not just for police terrorizing, taking out Black people. That Black Lives Matter, that banner, that spirit, that organization, that movement is the same energy. Because when we go into these Black communities, when I'm seeing these grieving mothers, it was a mother, she's at the Transformation Center of Chicago with a pastor, is Apostle Kevin Cunningham. She talked about how her daughter was taken out by gun violence. So Black Lives Matter do matter. And I'm just going to be 100% real with you all on there. It does matter. And so when people say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that Black people care when Black people take it. Yes. You know, the reason why it don't get talked about, because CNN is not there, because MSNBC not there. It's because Fox News is not there. They're not covering when Black people take out another Black person and bringing in, talking about bringing Reverend Al Sharpton on, bringing Reverend Jesse Jackson on, bringing some members of the Nation of Islam on, bringing Sean King. Huh? Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh, it's I got it right here on my phone. 8742. Yeah. Okay. So they're not bringing those people on. So I'm like, whoa. There, you got to have on. And I'm like, you need to interview these people. But then again, how many of you African-American people are donating to All About the Tea or to the Wiley Show, to these Black-owned entities? Like, how many? How much money are you giving to us so we can cover these stories and put boots on the ground? That take research. You have to pay. I can't research every story. I don't know every story. You have to pay people to help you research. You understand what I'm saying? So when this Shanquella Robinson situation happened, you know, I was hurt that I couldn't go to Mexico and send a team of Black people in Mexico to research it and really question, and they Espanol, they speak in Spanish. That costs money to pay for somebody that's bilingual. You can't get nobody for free to do that. So if you want to see us boots on the ground, if you want to see Black people represent that, you have to give. So we can hire someone, a representative of the church, show that speak bilingual and that can go there and speak in Spanish and actually interview the mayor or the governor or the president of those entities, and or the doctor of anything. This whole case was a disaster. Mexico covered it up. And this is why I'm boycotting Mexico. I'm not even going to Mexico. All right, because of how they cover up the death of Shanquella Robinson. If this was a white girl and white girls took it out, I believe they would have applied more pressure. But because she was a Black woman, they feel like, I don't care. We're going to cover this up. We're not going to be. I believe so. And then also President Biden needs to be called out. If this was a white girl been taken out by her white friends and that white family sitting up there crying to President Biden and the Karens and Catherines and all the Billy Bobs and Benny and all of them up there, President Biden would have moved quickly. But he ain't going to move quickly unless we demand him to move quickly. The same way y'all type in the chat, when y'all get me together, how many of y'all call President Biden and tell him is they going to really put pressure on Mexico? How many of y'all are calling the Department of Justice? How many of y'all are calling the FBI? We call, but I'm just one person. We're 300 people in here. So if they get 300 emails and 300 letters, they move and do it strategically and send it to everybody. Okay, today we all going to call the FBI. On Monday, we all going to call the Department of Justice. On Tuesday, we all going to call the White House. Then on Wednesday, we all send an email. Then on Friday, we all sending letters. Oh, we applying pressure to Congress. We're applying pressure all over, and then they move. They're not going to move unless we apply pressure. And the reason why I didn't want to continue to talk about this, I didn't want to get misconstrued, and I'm just doing this for clicks and views. This was a very sad story. It was very disturbing in my spirit that those black people took her out and Mexico sitting on the sidelines, and they get all this tourist money from black folks that we go there to Mexico, to Cancun, all these parts of Mexico. We go there and all these all-inclusive places. We do all of this stuff, and here they is treating us like trash and don't want to bring justice for Shanquella Robinson. Then you get the United States, they go to every other country, giving money, intervene, and all this stuff. Why can't you intervene in this? Or it's because she's a black woman. But Biden, I thought you said you got a black woman as your VP. If you can't handle it, let Kamala Harris handle it and let her lead the investigation. She is a prosecutor. Why can't she lead this investigation with the FBI and apply pressure and let her do it? It'd be great messaging if you don't know how to do it. I know your plate is full, but also add this black woman on your plate. I know your plate is full. Make sure you add this black woman on your plate and make sure you address this in the bully pulpit and say, hey, we're instructing the FBI to arrest these people and send them back to Mexico. We demand Mexico to make a statement and all that. You say that in the pulpit or the bully pulpit, immediately the Mexican government will get involved. Immediately. You are the most powerful leader in the world. So a statement from you or from your press secretary goes a long way and say, hey, listen, we have a great relationship with Mexico. Mexico, this is a sad, disturbing thing. One of our citizens was killed in your country. You all must demand that you all get involved and get the authorities involved, and we will extradite those suspects back to Mexico, and they must be fully charged. And so that's what he should be doing, but he haven't done it. You know why? Because we got to demand it. Now, the neighborhood talk was in the building. Kyle, did you talk to President Biden? Don't block me. I'm just talking. Angie from the Shade Room, did you talk to President Biden and say, hey, what are y'all doing about Shanquella Robinson? Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked. Hello, Jason. You got invited by the White House and President Biden. Did you tell him what about Shanquella Robinson? Y'all was there taking pictures, taking a pro. But what was that conversation like? I don't give a damn about a picture with the White House. I don't give a damn about a picture with Kamala Harris, a damn about a picture with President Biden. What are you saying out of your mouth before the picture? That's the thing. Don't just get caught up that you there just to take a picture with Kamala Harris, you in her house, but you the most powerful person in the world, and you sitting there happy because you at the table taking a picture. What are you saying in those rooms? Are you demanding that they bring justice for Shanquella Robinson, right? Are you demanding that? Are you using your platform to say all blogs, let's band together, and today we're going to make a public statement and sign it and send it to the White House? Are y'all doing that? Or y'all just happy that y'all taking a picture with President Biden? Or y'all just happy because y'all at Kamala Harris' house eating some Doritos, eating some little turkey, or eating something, what do they, hush puppies, or what do they call it? Some cheese and some little wine. All right, band together and bring justice, because she definitely needs justice. Those black people that took her out, they definitely need justice. If she was a white woman and white girls took her out, immediately it would be international outrage, because that white family would sit there and cry, and you would see President Biden move very quickly to bring justice, okay? They just be so happy. Oh, I'm at the White House. Oh, I'm here. That don't mean the hill of beans. What are you saying out of your mouth to President Biden and Kamala Harris? They are the two most powerful people in the world. And I'm not just excited for a picture. That one messed up Steve Harvey. He went and took a picture with President Biden and got dragged for filth. Him and Pastor John Gray, before he got caught up with his lapine and couldn't really get up like that, and then cheated on his wife and all that type of stuff. They were just so happy to just take a picture. I'm not about the picture. What are the conversation like? That is the key. We need justice. So on Monday, I'm going to continue to call. I'm going to continue to write letters. I'm going to continue to apply pressure. I'm just one person. Join me. The same way y'all leave a comment to criticize my looks, to criticize where I'm at, to criticize my finance, to criticize me having a GoFundMe. Use that same type of energy to call the White House. All the people that criticize my GoFundMe for raising money to travel this country. When the last time you called President Biden? When the last time you called the Congressional Black Caucus? When the last time you called the FBI? When the last time you encourage your followers to call these entities to bring justice for Shanquella Robinson? So before you write a tweet or quote me or tag me on there, go out there and call these people. You're already blocked, so they ain't going nowhere. But when the last time you using your energy, your power, your influence over your subscribers and instruct them to get into politics? On my show, it's a whole type of show, baby. You get here, politics, entertainment, gossip, real estate, credit. You get a plethora of things. All right. Let's move on, because this is getting me upset, because I'm passionate, because if she was a white woman, we wouldn't have to do all these videos to bring justice and awareness. It will instantly catch on, and white media will catch on. That's what they mean when they say mainstream media. It means white media. So when you hear them say mainstream media, they're really talking about white media. Yeah, white people, they don't like saying it being called white, so they call it mainstream. Mainstream equals white. That's what they talking about when they talk about you're mainstream. They're talking about you having a white audience. They say, you know, Kevin Hart is mainstream, talking about his white audience. Because if he was just a black person and have a black audience, oh my gosh, he just have a black audience. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where that comes from when you have these type of situations. That's what it is. That's what they talking about. Hold on 1 second. No, turn it off. Excuse me if I was sadly interrupted. You know, so you know, leave a message to Ben Crump, and I love Ben Crump because he's out here doing stuff, and after entertaining. Okay, I'm gonna have to block this lady. This lady been calling me all day. I'm gonna have to block this lady. Okay, give me a second. Give me 1 second. We're gonna bring her on the show. Hold on 1 second. Where's she at? We're gonna bring her on. Hey, hello. I'm doing a whole show. You calling me to donate some money? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, because I'm taking these pot of greens off the stove. Give me 1 second. You said what now?
This dog is Kelly from Jackson, Mississippi. I called you before.
Oh, you called me before to donate. You called me before. Is it to donate money? I'm trying to understand what's the call.
No, I didn't call you to say you have a blessed weekend, Wise. But yeah,
it will be a blessed weekend.
I need your donation. I have donate some money. What? I need your P.O. box.
Oh, you need my P.O. box to send a check?
Send a check out on my order, Wiley.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna text you a P.O. box.
Yeah, no, say text it to me, Wiley.
Okay, I'll text it to you.
Text it to this.
Thank you. I'm live doing my show. I'll text it to you, okay?
Okay, no problem, Wiley.
All right.
This is our sister, Wiley. Don't forget me, man.
Okay, I ain't gonna forget.
From Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay, you from Jackson, Mississippi. How's your water in Jackson, Mississippi? Is it clean?
Wiley, yes, it's clean now. Wiley, yeah. I appreciate you be putting your
talking about
mouth on my city, Wiley. You gonna be doing me like that, Wiley.
No, I'm just asking, is the water clean? Because
yeah, Wiley.
Y'all had a wild
crisis. You stay humble. Don't let these folks change you, Wiley.
No, I'm not gonna change. I need you to ask you a question. So, how do you feel about the white residents in Jackson, Mississippi, trying to have their own neighborhood with their own government, with their own judges? Do you?
For real? I didn't hear about that, Wiley.
You didn't hear about that? You stay in Jackson, Mississippi? Your mayor had something to say about that. So you ain't active in politics in Jackson, Mississippi?
No, I'm not, Wiley.
Don't worry about it. I'll keep you updated. But I did.
No, you know I'm gonna listen. Why not listen to you every day?
Okay, I'm live right now, so they hear you right now from Jackson, Mississippi. I did get your message. You left me a good message.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? I've been viral. They know Dorcas Kelly on Facebook, baby. I've been viral before.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling. I got to get back to my show. All right.
Okay, Wally. I'm going to listen to you right now.
All right. All right.
All right. Bye, Wally. I'm in Chicago, I see you.
Soon as I'm in Chicago. I'll be in Jackson, Mississippi. I'll be in Mississippi soon because I'm doing some research on my family.
Oh yeah, like to meet you, Wiley. Yeah, I like to meet you, Wiley. You gotta come and meet your cockeyed sister.
Okay. All right. So
and I gotta come to Dallas meet my cockeyed brother.
Is you coming to Vegas or no? Is you coming to Vegas or?
I wish I could come, but we gonna meet one. I won't be able to come to Vegas, Water, this year. But we're gonna meet Wiley. I promise, because I'd like to meet your brother.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
so I'd like to come to that. But I'd like to come to Dallas to meet you.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And when you say you're gonna be down here in Jackson?
I have to check my calendar. I'm gonna check with Paul and see what my schedule allows and see how this goes.
Okay, well, just
I have to see how this.
You know, just let you know. I'll be calling you from time to time, Wiley.
Yes, ma'am. I gotta see how this goes.
Don't forget me now, Wiley. Okay. This your cockeyed sister from Jackson, Mississippi.
All right, thank you, sister.
Georgia Kelly. Okay. All right, be blessed now, Wiley.
All right,
and stay humble.
All right, I will. Thank you, ma'am.
All right now.
Okay, so she had called me and left me a beautiful message. She had called me and left me a beautiful message on my phone, and she was calling me, so she wanted to hear me. But yes, I love the conversation with the viewers, and we would love to go to Jackson, Mississippi. But Jackson, Mississippi, it ain't free. I have to get a hotel, a nice hotel. I got to have travel. I would love to be in Jackson, Mississippi. I would love to be everywhere in the United States to really travel this country, but it costs coins. Last time I checked, Paul, right, that it's not free. Is it free to travel the country? It's not free to travel the country, unfortunately. So we have to pay for it. So if you want to see me in Jackson, if you want to see me in your city, hit the Cash App and hit the GoFundMe. And I'm being real honest because we want to travel to these places, but it costs money. All right. We on and I can't use my money because that's for me to eat and for me to survive. Right. And it's a very limited. I don't make close to $1 million like Armon Wiggins. I don't make six figures and millions of dollars like Storm Monroe, and I can stash a boyfriend on the side and, in the closet. I don't have that. I one day, but that day is not on March 3rd, 2023. So I need y'all help. I need y'all help and everything like that. So, and we definitely have Paul. He's here virtually. So he's on my other device here and everything. So I can't afford to bring Paul with me. I can bring him virtually, on the Zoom. He only does this because he's going to have to go back to his regular job, so it won't be no more Paul. But I can really hire Paul if we have the money, because Paul he just been volunteering his time. He was a fan of the show, and Paul, great guy, but we just can't afford him. And then once we able to put him on payroll, you always see Paul on camera. He's really, really great. So, he don't have, I don't have the money to really put him on there. All right. So thank you, Paul. All right. You give me a thumbs up to you too, brother. All right. So it was another topic that I want to talk about. And then we will open up the phone line because we got to get into some things, you guys, really quickly. And I really want to bring up, I have to bring her, and I don't like to bring her up, but she got to because she's in the news. None other than Megan Thee Stallion, been dissed by Nicki Minaj because Nicki Minaj is strategically ain't really using other people so she can go viral in a record. So what she's doing is she's using Megan Thee Stallion as a prop so people can go download her song. Because when I heard the song, it sounded a hot mess. And see, this is the thing. I'm not a bard. I'm just a fan of music. And I just don't like her singing voice. Whoever, I don't know if it was Wayne. I don't know if it was her ex-boyfriend from Jamaica. I don't know who in that studio told her that she can sing. So it ain't hidden. Like, she would have came out better putting SZA on there, putting Brandy on there, somebody that actually is a vocalist, putting them on there to actually sing. It sounded a hot mess. Her singing voice sounded a hot mess. She's not a singer. She could have put my mom on there and paid her $300,000. Her background vocals would have been better. It would have. Instead of her getting up on it, she can't really sing like that. I don't know if it's because of the silicone or the concrete that's all in her breasts and her thighs and her butt. It is giving it to the vocal cords, but she sounded a hot mess. And the reason why I'm saying it, because I understand people get upset and the barbers getting their feelings, but it sounded a hot mess. Now, I understand how fans love it. I'm critical. I'm a fan. If it's good, it sounded a hot mess. It wasn't great. It wasn't a great sound. It was sounding great. So I did download the record, and like just to hear it, and I'm gonna download it again and play it in my headphones, and I'm gonna listen to it again and see how it goes. And I don't care about the thing singing. I understand y'all. Oh, I don't think I think she's you're not really a good woman because she married a man that took advantage of a woman. So you already know what kind of woman she is. Period. If you married a man that took advantage of a woman and that's on a list that he have to register for the rest of his life, you a trashy woman. And I understand that. I get some of these Nicki Minaj fans, they jump out the bush, they get mad at me, call me all type of names, but I'm keeping it real. She's a trash woman, and I'm saying she's trash. And I can legally say that she's trash. You can't sue me for slander for saying that you're trash, because trash is, it's subjective. And she married a man that is on a list for the rest of his life. He have to register a list, right? In certain areas he can't go because he's on a list, right? So you know what kind of woman he is. I judge a woman on who she married, and she married a man that's on a list that took advantage of a black woman. And here you are, is a black woman, and you married a man. And then also her brother was a man that took advantage of babies and children and got accused in prison. Now, what does that say about Sister Nicki Minaj? Though she got money, though she's famous, but that doesn't excuse the fact that she married a man that's on the SA list. If you need to know what the SA list, join the membership. We will break that down from a perspective of why we even have an SA list, because it was a case way back in the day that made that possible today. So we would definitely get that as well. She's trash. Some people say trash is the next door neighbor treasury or treasure or something like that. All right. So again, we will open up the phone lines. We will let y'all call in and drag me, unless you don't use profanity. Okay. And we allow y'all to call in and give it up, but it was trash. Press 1 if you like the new Nicki Minaj song. Press 1. Press 1 if you like the new Nicki Minaj song. Press 2, it was trash. Press 1, you like the Nicki Minaj song. Press 2, it was trash. Press 1, you like the Nicki Minaj song. Press 2, it was trash. Press 1, you like the Nicki Minaj song. Press 2, it was trash. Press 1, you like the Nicki Minaj song. Press 2, it was trash. Press 1, you like the Nicki Minaj song. Press 2, it was trash. Press 1, you like the Nicki Minaj song. Press 2, it was trash. Press 2, it was trash. Press 2, it was trash. Press, okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man, right there. Okay. All right, it's a lot of ones in here. So, hey, y'all, the ones won. Y'all said it was good. I still say it was trying. Next case, right here on the docket. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's case. When y'all have really came through there. When it came through the thing about that. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Just do it with trans. Let me put that in here because we got to go to other topic here and everything like that. Okay, I still think it was trash. Just because the majority win, I still think it was trash. Okay, I'm getting DMs right now from Nicki Minaj's team dragging me, saying she'll never be on the show. That's okay. She will be on the show eventually. All right. R. Kelly did an interview with a YouTuber that's in the closet, okay? He did an interview with a man that's in the closet, and the interview was trash. The interview did not hit, didn't go nowhere. The man was in the closet. Now, he would have came out if he would have told R. Kelly, well, you could have dealt with me because I like men too. You know what I'm saying? You could have peed on me or something. And then maybe that video would have went viral. The man is in the closet. You interviewing a man that's in a cell and you in a closet. So no, that interview ain't gonna go nowhere. And then it had his vocals in the back talking about his show. You should have put on there, it's the closet show. It's the closet show because you're in the closet. Come on out of that closet and you can heal and get well in the closet. So he was in the closet. He interviewed a man in the cell, and the man in the cell trying to expose people out on the outside, Tasha K, and it didn't go nowhere. The video didn't go viral. The blogs did not post it. You in the closet. So come on out of that closet, and then maybe that video will go viral because you out the closet. All right. And that's why you're playing with yourself. You can't get on for women. So that's why you don't bring a woman in your OnlyFans. You just be by yourself and everything because you're thinking about a whole nother man. And that's just my thing. I can't say any names right now due to my lawyer. You know what I'm saying? My lawyer, Ogre, said don't say any names. Use nicknames only. Ogre, good lawyer, one of the best lawyers, even though she lost Tasha K. Also, she did say she had high blood pressure, and she had high blood pressure and stuff, was that arthritis, and she had messed up some things in the case. But then Olga did tell me that when you say stuff like that, use nicknames because it's quite difficult with them trying to put it in there. So I just use nicknames and stuff like that. That's what Olga said to me in the chat. So that's what Olga said. Very good lady and everything. Like, she loved to eat a lot because we had a pot of greens and some chicken, and she came and ate up everything. She loved greens. She never had. She said, "What is these greens?" I said, "Soul food." She didn't know what soul food was. She thought a soul was gonna cook the food. I said, "No, it's soul food. It's from the soul, from the heart, and everything like that." She is representing me, and I asked her, "What is one way to protect me?" She said, "Use nicknames, everything." So we call him Mr. Closet Show. So R. Kelly, you know, that's the PP man and love to touch on people, younger people, right? I'm too old for him. I have to be like Larry Reid and have to be 13, 14 years old. You know, that Larry Reid, Larry Reid and R. Kelly in the same boat. And I would even ask him, what do you think about Larry Reid being accused of these allegations? And ask him tough questions. So you already know that he ain't gonna ask R. Kelly no tough question because he's the type of person that will defend people that do those type of crimes. And he gave the man a hug, and then you had Armon giving him a hug, thanking him for the little studio, the little crumped up little room that he did all them alterations to the room. So when he moved, he gonna have to pay to get all that stuff out of that apartment, and all in front of that man's apartment, number of homeless people. Now here you all got $1,000. When the last time you fed a homeless person on your block? They on your block hungry. They begging for you. Have to really go through all the homeless people. I mean, the homeless people look like the bodyguards of the block. But I ain't gonna get into that. I did talk to Black T-Ball, you know what I'm saying, private detective and all that good stuff. And I got to keep it on the low because I told Black T-Ball I won't tell nobody that she have a private detective, so I'm gonna keep that on the low. Don't tell nobody. Okay, so that was that. Now let's get to T.S. Madison. Now T.S. Madison, you guys, she's still, I don't know, she's still out here complaining about the whole thing with being trans and a woman and a child. We're doing a whole town hall on next week, live, virtual style, about will you let your 11-year-old child transition? We are having a town hall meeting next week, Saturday, probably at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. I think we got Don and his wife, and I think we have another parent that's going to join. And we're going to have these conversations, very tough conversation. It's a town hall. We're going to be respectful. A town hall, 1 hour town hall meeting. And it's probably going to last for 2 hours. And the flyer is going to drop soon. That's going to be next Saturday, where we're going to have a town hall meeting and having these conversations. Okay. We invited T.S. Madison on there. Her team said she declined don't send any more invitations. She would never come on the show pretty much. And so we did send an invitation to her, and we politely said this: you're mad because nobody's saying bros. All right. So we talked to Miss Lawrence, send an email to Miss Lawrence and see if Miss Lawrence want to come on as well. Some other trans people. We talked to other lady. I forgot her name. We sent a number of invitations to trans women to get them on the show. I talked to Megan. She's a trans woman out of Chicago. I talked to Beverly. She's another trans woman in Chicago. I seen her upgraded, begging people for money, and now she look like a fully chocolate woman. But only difference is she got the little dangly candy stick. So we invited her as well, some trans sisters. And again, if you want to join this town hall, please email me because I would love you to hit the link and join in. That is Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. That is Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com, Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com, where you could go and have a conversation with Wiley and other people on the staff, people, I'm the host, and other people, other parents, or other people that's not a parent but have an opinion. And you don't have to be a parent to join, but if you have an opinion, that is Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com, and we will love to send you a link or the call-in number. I prefer the link because we can bring about 6 people on at a time, I believe, and we would love to have you on. That's Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. Even though I am blocked, I am blocked by T.S. Madison on all social medias. That's okay because I have my opinion. Miss Mary don't have me blocked. I just saw Miss Mary want a pot of greens. She said, "Right, sugar, you want a pot of greens?" So I told her to have a pot of greens. So Miss Mary gonna be blocking me next. I didn't even mean to say that, Paul, right? Because Miss Mary, she did say she was gonna make me a pot of greens. So probably I'll be blocked from Miss Mary account lately because I did ask Miss Mary to make me a pot of green and some cornbread, some dinner rolls. So that I'll probably be blocked by Miss Mary probably, but before midnight. I did ask her to make me some pot of greens, but if I do get blocked, I do understand that ain't my mama. That's T.S. Madison mama. So at the end of the day, okay. So as I understand that. So we can break that down. She was getting so mad and stuff. I wanted to read what she wrote. So if y'all had what she wrote on her page, because she got me blocked. That lady literally got me blocked, and on my IG, it's somewhere down in the IG. She got me blocked. And they were sending me stuff about T.S. Madison. So if you got that post that she wrote on her wall, send it to me. I'm still live. She wrote something on her wall. If you got it, please send it to me. I want to read it because I'm blocked. I'm literally blocked from T.S. Madison page. She got me blocked. And the reason why she got me blocked is because I told the truth. These people be blocking me because I tell the truth. I think Armon Wiggins don't got me blocked anymore. I think he unblocked me. Don't worry, I just went on her Insta. I think she deleted it. Oh, no, she didn't. She wrote, okay, so riddle me this. You can understand and accept a 15-year-old boy wanted to have S-word with his girlfriend, who is also 15, but you can't comprehend a 15-year-old expressing that they are trans and like boys. No, I think that's totally different. I'm against that as well. Like, no, I don't think no parent, a good old school parent, want their child to be getting in at 15, especially a 15-year-old daughter, because they can bring in babies. Maybe these new parents, these new TikTok parents, maybe, but these old school parents, absolutely not. And T.S. Madison trying to make a point by thinking of the most derogatory thing she could do to pick off a point across. But she forget when she was Timothy at 15, Miss Mary wasn't for that. So keep that energy for Miss Mary. Just because you couldn't live your life, you take it out on people. Miss Mary did. You weren't able to be T.S. Madison. I'm keeping it real until you became a grown woman. You could not identify as a trans woman in Miss Mary house. That is a stomp down Christian. And when you was at 15 years old. So stop acting like you was this type of person that you was all in the clear and that your parent was so friendly to you. They wasn't. Your own daddy still called you Timothy. That was on the show. That was on the show. That's on your birth certificate. That's still there. You still have not changed that. When they send you your money and to your account is Timothy. It's not T.S. Madison on your account. Like, let's be real. So your own family still not seeing it for you like that. So keep that energy for your family. If you ever want to call out someone, call them out first. But you want to call out people because they disagree with the choice. Don't nobody, a real good parent don't want to put their child and let them transition at 14, 15 years old to get their name changed and their gender changed at that early age. Like, absolutely not. Like my niece, she thinks she's a princess. The next thing she thinks she's a police officer. Next thing you think she's a karate. Next thing you know, she want to do gymnastics. She always changed her mind at a job of a dime. Next thing that she happy. Next thing you know, she want to cry. Next thing you know, she jumping. Next thing you know, she ain't. So she changed her mind all the time. But I'm not going to go through the process and say, okay, let's go to the court and change your gender. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They change their mind on a dime. So you should wait at least until your brain is fully developed when you're 25, 26 years old to make that type of decision. Well, I don't think you should make that when your brain is not fully developed. They even have a such thing called juvenile court and adult court. They charge you differently if you're a juvenile. Then versus when you are the adult. So if the law got that understanding with a crime being committed, why are we making a tough decision of this really, really complex decision at such an early age? You got the rest of your life to live. Why are you making it so early? So that's the thing where we're saying it. T.S. Madison got me blocked and her staff said stop emailing, and we're going to email her again next week or from my other email account. We ain't going to stop. Just because you tell me no, you might as well just tell me yes, because I ain't going to never give up. Ever. Never. Ever going to give up. I'm always going to see it either. Good morning, T.S. Madison and team. This is Wiley from the Wiley Show. We would love to have her on the show to have this conversation. I see that she's being dragged in the media. We will let her every day. I don't care. You just come out better just saying yes, because just because you say no, I'm still going every morning going to send that email, okay? All right, every morning I have 55,000 email addresses that I can send for every single day. I could be a whole nother person. I could be a white woman. I could be an old person. I could be a country person, whatever. I would definitely do that to get T.S. Madison on the show, because when the person was catfish, what do? You try to interview him. So you know I exist. You know I exist. Okay, so don't even act like that. Let's move on. DJ Akademiks and Armon Wiggins. You know, Armon and I think we're in a good place. I think he unblocked me from Twitter. I got to unblock him on Twitter. I think he unblocked me on Instagram. I think we're cool. I think we're in a good space. Hopefully it is a good space. But DJ Akademiks was covering this situation with Armon, and y'all already know with Armon Wiggins and the women lottery, a lotto. They did that. Remember that? We did a full breakdown on that. Armon got his much cloud. He toured all around. He went viral on the Shade Room, Ball Alert, all the blogs, right? So DJ Akademiks decided to cover Lotto and Lotto and Armon Wiggins. Now, mind you, in that talk, he said he did not know Armon Wiggins. That's what he said. So Armon Wiggins said this, quote, "Look, Humpty, you know exactly who I am. You were just sending copyright claims on my videos because they were getting more views than yours. Not to mention, we were put in a group chat because you or your team was taking my content and not crediting me, which you didn't respond to. These black media N-words, be weird AF. I like ninjas, never wanted to see someone new come through. What's the point of the zesty shade?" And so he puts that, and then Armon showed the receipt. It said, "Hi, the Armon Wiggins Show. After a manual review of a copyright owner has claimed some material in your video. Your video is live and the visibility setting you selected remain applied to it, but is now either being monetized by the copyright owner or they have chosen to receive analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike. This claim does not affect your account status." And the name of the video was Nicki Minaj Diss Cardi B Again. DJ Akademiks calls out Nicki for the sneak diss to Megan Thee Stallion. It said copyright content. DJ Akademiks speak Nicki Minaj subbing. Megan Thee Stallion talks IG Live and Bia. Claimed by ADREVENT_managed MANAGED. Okay. So they was going in, and I want to be crystal clear with this situation with DJ Akademiks, with Armon Wiggins. With this, I understand where Armon is coming from. They did the same thing to me. I get it. And I just went on and deleted it, right? Or edited it out, or just edited out the segment completely. Because these people, that's why I don't play people content. I don't play none of the blogs content. I just read it on my phone, baby, and just all my content. I don't even do it. Because these people, they want to file this, file that against you. Then you have to edit it out or delete the video. Forget about it. I don't want to go through. I just come on the show, deliver my content, and just give it the words. Because these people will be petty, and they will do that to you and try to, hurt you in the long run. And so I'm glad that Armon Wiggins exposed this and showed it, because, you got some queens out here. I don't believe Armon Wiggins. I think he lied. And the man showed, not only did he say that he did it, he showed the receipt that he did it. So the receipt was there. The receipt was given. That man showed the receipt of him you know, doing this to his channel because the video got over 300,000 more views than DJ Akademiks. So DJ Akademiks got into his feelings. This is Black New Media. Armon is on Black New Media. Wiley is Black New Media, right? We are coming through the ranks and we worked hard. Some of us been doing it longer than others, and we worked. I know I can speak for myself, and Armon been working very hard. He's been working very hard doing it. He's working on his drinking. He's working on pushing back the weed and all of that good stuff. He's really working on some type of thing, and I'm honored that he got me unblocked, and I think, I don't know if it's by accident. So we'll see. I think we're in a good space, right? I think eventually we may even have a conversation. So the door is open, but I love the fact that he's defending himself. But with that being said, you say that he said he did not know you, but Armon, you say the same thing about Wiley, that you don't know me. You pretend like you don't know me. Oh, I don't know her. We ain't friends. We ain't this. We ain't that. You try to act like you don't know me. So with that energy, you say that you don't know me. So, you know, I don't know. You gonna get mad at him because he said he don't know you. But you get on shows, act like you don't know me. And then I showed the video that I've been knowing this man before he had the veneers. Come on, somebody. Okay? So I've been knowing that I have the veneers. So, you know who that person is. You went through his video. You know who Armon Wiggins Show is. You use the man content. So don't act slow. You can act slow to everybody else, but you can't act slow to me because I sit in the same seat that you sit in. Yours might be a little bit bigger, but we sit in the same seat. So you can't act like you don't know that man exists when you use that man audio and content. Girl, get it somewhere and say, you can tell it to the audience and they may not know, but I know because I sit in the same seat as you. I sit in the same seat. I know what goes on in the back end. So you can sit here and lie to the fans and they believe that crap, but not me, because I sit and I see the back end of how things are operated, all right? So DJ Akademiks don't like that Armon is coming up. He's in television, he's hosting, and all these type of things. Only thing he have to do is stop being so emotional, and it's okay to have emotions, but that man, he have emotion. He goes on rants. He haven't did a rant lately. He may do one today because of DJ Akademiks. He may go on a whole rant. Then he may even talk about me, calling me psychos and everything else. The same old stuff ain't hidden, all right? Act like I don't exist, trash me on station, and then go to his YouTube channel, act like we on the tits. So, but I'm honored that I'm talking about this situation because I want to send an email to DJ Akademiks and invite him on the show. I would love to have a conversation with him and Armon, and I mediate it and be the host. And we can do it right here, the conversation with Wiley, where there are DJ Akademiks and Armon face off on my show, and that will help me, and it will also help other people that's, you know, having problems and issues. So we'll see how this is going to play. DJ Akademiks, get it together, because I will never forget you didn't even have this problem with Tasha K when she exposed you. So don't be coming at Armon. He's coming through the ranks. He's more talented than you, and he's more versatile than you, and his quality is good. He's a great guy. He's just emotional, as always. That's the Gemini in him, and that's my former friend. We're not friends anymore. But I remember when he didn't even have veneers. But when he get veneers, he don't act like he don't know me. I know you from your past. I know you was when you didn't have nothing, and now you sitting in a high rise paying somebody $4,000-$5,000 in rent. You make close to $1 million and don't have no property. All right, so we're gonna go ahead on. Don't have no property and nothing like that. And this whole thing with Jaguar, right? Child police, a hot mess. I'm just waiting on that good when she get tased, or either she gonna get tased or it's gonna be a scene and Queen Latifah gonna set it off. It's gonna be one of those things because this time she gonna take it all the way loose. We just waiting on it. And I'm missing you, Jaguar. I'm gonna miss Jaguar, right? Jaguar is, I really miss you. Jaguar, my sister, my friend, and my bride. I'm gonna miss you. Okay. All right. Anyway. I can go on there and say missing you. All right. Anyway, and I already got my Kleenex just in case I need to cry. I got my box of Kleenex. Just I need to blow my nose and give a good old nasty cry. I'm already prepared for it when it comes to it. Now, we're going to go here on and post a number on the screen here, and we're going to take some calls, 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. 9462, 972-674-9462. That is the number we want to call in. Here is the chance. What do you have to say, Nicki Minaj fans? We are really, really clear. We are prepared for it right then and there. 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. That is the number, and I'm going to post the number in the chat if you want to call in. I do want to give a special shout out to Monica from All About the Tea for coming in the chat today, showing love. And I love our website. Most of the information I get is from the All About the Tea website because they are very on point and precise over there at allaboutthetea.com. So this is the number. So if you want to call in, 972-674-9462, that is the number. If you want to call in, 972-674-9462. If you want to call in, this is the time for you to call in. If you want to call in. Also, while we're waiting on people to call in, we do have the GoFundMe. It is at $300. Let's get it to $500 today. And let's share. I'm going to share this as well. Let's get it to $500 today. All right. We already got it at $300. And we thank y'all so much because, you know, the fees and everything, because they take out fees and everything. So, and we will let y'all know. Let's get it to $500 today, so we get one step closer, a couple of more steps closer when it comes to like that. And Monica is such a reliable source, and her platform. If you check her intro, people, the Charlemagne, other platform, Wendy Williams, they shouted out All About the Tea because All About the Tea had exclusives and everything when it came to stuff like that. 972-674-9462, 972-674-9462. That is the type of thing when it comes to situation like that. You can hit the link and you or you can you can call in or you can hit the link. I will also drop the link as well. We do not do any name dropping in the chat. Nicknames only. I'm so sorry. All right. We don't do any nicknames in this chat. We do nicknames only, okay? You better think of a creative nickname. That is the StreamYard. If you want to hit the link to call in, 972-674-9462. When it comes to stuff like that, only person you can name it here is Monica because we love Monica. That's the only name you can post in here because we love her over here. But anybody else that we don't care for, especially, and I know Dr. Umar, he wanted to charge me $500, $1,000 to come on the show. Definitely not him. In his name. Okay. Hey, hello. Hello. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So I want to talk about Armon Wiggins real quick.
Okay.
He's trying to go viral.
Hold on, Icon. Do you have your iPhone? Do you have your headphones in? Icon, you there?
Yes, it's off. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, better now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he's trying to go viral again, trying to beef for Akademiks.
Okay.
I mean, we know Akademiks have a lost platform, but let's be clear. I don't think Akademiks is the one that's actually sending those paperwork in to YouTube. Could we say it might be his assistant?
Okay. But you do
so
know your assistant. Your assistant represents you
probably
anyway.
Sending in those paperwork
because you know, whether it was your assistant or not, anything that comes from your channel, you get the blame. You understand what I'm saying? Like if it's from DJ, it's DJ Akademiks' fault. Like, and guarantee that assistant is letting DJ Akademiks know what is going on, that somebody played the content.
Not 100%.
Okay. Let's just say that's not the case. Let's just say that's not the case. It still came from his platform, so he's going to get the blame. That goes to me too. If anything goes wrong,
which is understandable, but don't put it out there that DJ Akademiks know me. You know who I am. No,
I believe he
has a large platform.
He was using Armon's voice, like Armon did an exclusive, right? He videotaped Tory Lanez's father, right? And he said in his other previous video that Tory Lanez's father he draw in his line, and people didn't believe it. And so after the court case, Tory Lanez's father went off, and a lot of that was Armon's video and his footage, and DJ Akademiks took that and was streaming that and did not credit everybody else. Icon credit Armon, but DJ Akademiks. But when Armon was accused of using his content, what did DJ Akademiks do? He went and filed a copyright. So yeah, so DJ Akademiks, he know who Armon is.
Okay, so with that being said, what you just said, do Armon name sources as well?
Yeah, not in every case. Sometimes he'll name them. Sometimes he won't name them.
We have to play fair here.
Not in every case.
All around the board.
It
has to be fair all around the board.
Yes.
Even if it's a smaller content creator that you're getting something from, you need to cite them.
Yes, I agree with you over there. Yes, that's why I credit, like Coffee City having exclusive. I credit anybody that I'm cool with. I will credit. You know what I'm saying? Even people that I don't like, I will credit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I will credit. I've credited a lot. I've done so much credit. They got a lot of credit and clout from the Wiley Show. So I'm pulling back and I'm putting on my students that join my consultation. I'm putting them on, making them stars. I made everybody else a star. I'm gonna get paid to make people a star. So that's how that goes. But I'm so glad to hear from you, Icon, because I didn't hear. I think you called in before.
I called in the other day. I'm always in your bush.
Yeah. Okay. And then you got to tell me in the back end about a place where I can do my live show. So you pretty much know the New York market, correct?
Do you want to be in a city? Do you want to be in a village? Do you want to be in the east side?
What would be a good area that's safe and that costs a nice piece of money that's safe? Other areas.
What's the cap?
You said what?
What's the cap? 300?
Oh, the cap is like, I'm gonna just keep it at like 50 to 100. 100 would be great. But
okay.
50, something small outside, like 50 people.
Okay, so something a smaller venue. Okay.
Yeah, because New York, I checked my analytics a couple of weeks ago, and the number one city was New York. The number one city of watching the Wiley Show was in New York City, was the number one city.
NYC in the house.
NYC in the house. You're right about that. And Icon been on this show for years, you guys, for years.
This is a legendary show.
Yes.
The number one legendary show.
Years. Yes.
The number one legendary show. And I already deemed you as a legend anyway.
Thank you. I'm a legend.
I deemed you.
Yes.
But I want to jump on the T.S. Madison real quick before I get out of here. I agree with you. 14, 15 is way too young for a sex change with the name, your ID change. That's too young. When you're 18, I believe, in my opinion, is more suitable.
Yeah.
And as you stated, T.S. Madison's mother wasn't accepting that when she was younger.
Absolutely.
Her mother wasn't accepting that.
I agree. She wasn't.
Her mother don't call her her mother just called her boo. Her mother don't even represent her name like that. Her name for her is Boo.
And then sometimes she slip up and say the government name, and that's to be expected. Yeah. That's to be expected.
She slip up and say Timothy sometimes.
Yeah.
No shade.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then she treat her mother so horrible. It was one video. I just want to drag her for 30 seconds. It was one video that she treated her mother so nasty. Like she is jealous of her mother. She treated her mother so nasty. And they go back and forth or whatever, and then she shade her mother. Like, it's just too much. I don't know if she's doing it so she could try to get back on TV with her mother and her family because, it was just a one-season show.
It was one season because nobody watched it. She didn't come on the Wiley Show. She didn't come on Black people's shows. She went on Tamron Hall.
Girl, went on your show.
You are a
because
YouTuber.
If she went on your show, I would have definitely watched it. But I was watching you when you did your review.
Yes.
But I didn't watch that.
A lot of people didn't watch it. I even got cable. I got Sling just to watch WeTV.
Absolutely. And you reviewed it on your show, and that's how we, the people, knew about this show.
Yeah. That's how that was.
But yeah, you have to call and be a little messy. I'm always in the bush.
Okay.
All
right. Bye-bye. Hey, this was the other prototype that he sent. You can see that. That's how. Oh, you like? So that's you want to go with that? Okay. All right. So I sent her his invoice. Pay his invoice. Okay. That's our mom for her. Oh, she also said thank y'all for those that bought the coloring book, and she's working on an adult book as well. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show. Hello?
Hey,
Can you
how
hear
you
me?
doing?
Okay, good. I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good. I know the rules. Mute the background. I got you. Okay, so I have like two things to say.
Okay.
One, I do agree with your commentary about the R. Kelly interview. I do feel like it was a little ghetto because you are right. He kept playing like that tag, kept playing the tag. And I do feel like if R. Kelly would have went on a bigger platform like yours or Gummy, I do feel like it probably would have got like a more of a bigger splash, because I do feel like with R. Kelly information being leaked to like certain bloggers and all that, I do feel like that needed to be investigated. I feel like we need to shine the light on that too, because yes, R. Kelly may have done some things, but this can potentially help other people too that may have experienced something similar to that. Like the whole department needs to be investigated.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like if it was on a bigger platform, I do feel like it would have shined some light on how all this stuff really hit the blogs in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you on that. And not only that, you know, because that person is a big person, right, in numbers, the person did not ask R. Kelly the tough questions. That's why the blogs
I agree.
are going to repost it, because there's nothing to repost. Only thing they're hearing is the closet show in the background, and you're not asking the tough questions about R. Kelly. If you would have came here, I have a Chicago perspective, because I've been following and known R. Kelly since he's been singing on the train, since he's been singing in Kenwood High School. So my interview would have been more of a historical, been really more interesting than just a person that he's speaking to that's in the closet. So no, it didn't go nowhere. The first one was a disaster because they said it was fake.
Yeah,
the first one was a disaster because they said he got it from somebody, stole it from somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how that goes.
I do. I can't hear you no more.
Oh, you can't hear me? Hold on.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. It was a disaster. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
But I do agree with everything that you're saying. Hopefully R. Kelly gets to reach out, or hopefully, I don't know how he got to connect, but hopefully, you know, when R. Kelly decides to do another interview, hopefully you can land the deal, because I do feel like, regardless of what people say, I do feel like that would make like a pretty big splash, because I didn't know none of that stuff was going on with Jaguar. I didn't know all that stuff was going on with her. I did not know that. And I swear, right after you said something about it, TGI Friday, whatever that TGI, that other whatever that shit, whatever that other podcast called on Fox Soul, they ended up talking about it. So I do see like your imprint, people are like kind of nipping off your imprint. Like, how do you feel about like certain blogs, certain YouTube media personalities now? They starting to do tongues now, and they starting to implement church and acting like they're pastors now in their YouTube special.
It doesn't.
Do you see that? Have people been pointing that out to you?
I see a little bit of it. I don't watch it because I'm in competition for myself, and who cares? You know, I'm an influencer, so my job is to influence. And if you get people to do it, and can't nobody do it like Wiley, because I'm original, you know. So that was a good point. So it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me. I'm just gonna keep being me and keep being creative. And I got some better ideas, so just get ready.
I'm ready. And justice for Shanquella, I'm happy that her family is starting to talk about it some more.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's all I had to say. Thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you
it
so
definitely
very
helped
much.
me get through the evening.
Thank
Bye.
you so very much. And thank you. And thank you, Elizabeth, because I have Elizabeth. She said, this is the reason why I told you, Wiley, at the Jamal Green event, the difference between being a YouTuber and a journalist. A journalist will ask the tough question. What that mess up with a lot of these YouTubers, they want to be friends with the celebrities. You don't want to ask the tough question. Ask the tough question. And that person got scared when somebody got in all of that. And they're going to continue to keep on copying. They're going to keep on saying, "Ooh, that's from Wiley. Let me go back to the Wiley Show." So that's just how that is. Like, they ain't copying going to see, take a picture with the mayor candidate where all that. They ain't copying that. Talking to Brandon Johnson. You see, they ain't copied that with the child care stuff. They ain't copied that as well. They didn't. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
All right.
I'm good. I just was calling in regarding the R. Kelly, the recording.
Yes.
And I just wanted to say that R. Kelly cannot speak upon things that you may want to question him on, which is why Storm cannot question.
It doesn't matter. The reason that you in prison, my job is to ask the tough questions. You're not in no position to tell me what I can and cannot talk about. If you want to use my platform to get your narrative spread to the masses, I'm going to ask you these stuff. I get publicists all the time telling me what I cannot answer. You know the main question I'm going to ask them? The question that your publicist said I can't answer. I got a person that's coming on here tomorrow, and the publicist is telling me what I can and cannot answer. The main top questions, with love, I'm going to throw them questions up in there. Because if you're telling me what I can't talk about, in my mindset, I'm bringing this up because that's how you get reposted on page 6, the blogs, and all of that other stuff. But you ain't going to never really grow if you allow people to tell you what you can and cannot ask. Did he tell Gayle King that he couldn't ask that? No. In order for that interview, Gayle King had full free range to ask those tough questions. And that's why that interview with Gayle King was so iconic, and she got a reaction because she asked him the tough questions. Go ahead, man.
Okay, let me finish. Okay, so the reason why R. Kelly cannot be questioned to the magnitude in which you would like to question him is because he's currently pending an appeal. So he can only speak on the things that he calls and he addresses, which is something that is very important about the BOP, about Tasha K, and about how Tasha K caused Asriel Clary to flip, how Tasha K tampered with a government witness. That is extremely important. That impacted his case. Asriel Clary was 90% of his case, and the reason why she flipped was based on the information that Tasha K provided her. His communication between him and another one of his girls.
Is that the same thing with the young boys that testified? Because it was boys that testified too. What about them boys?
Wiley, I'm talking to you about the
I'm talking about the boys.
You're
talking about Asriel Clary. Let's throw her out the window. It was the boys that testified too that R. Kelly violated them boys. What about them? They weren't on Tasha K's show.
Wiley, them boys was just a prop for the government, okay?
There wasn't no prop. Those are actually boys that testified in court.
About boys? There was no
boys actually testified.
Wiley, you cannot listen if you don't overtalk me. There was no
them boys, but you can't say they was props because that's a lie. Those are victims.
For any boys,
those boys were victims. They were violated by Robert Sylvester Kelly.
That was the media.
They were young boys that was violated. They testified in court. Them boys testified. What about them boys?
Boys that are victims in his case. You're going based.
So that's not no victims. So R. Kelly didn't have no victims, is what you're saying?
That's what you're going based off.
No, R. Kelly didn't have no victims, so he didn't say, "Oh, that's a lie." I know that man is guilty.
For boys, Wiley.
That boy is. R. Kelly is guilty. People in
Chicago.
Let me tell you something, sister. Was you born and raised in Chicago? Was you born and raised in Chicago? Was you here in Chicago that actually knew Robert Sylvester Kelly? My mother said that he used to go to the high school and talk to these young girls. Like, come on.
Why do you ask people to call in if you're not going to allow people
Because what you said is a bunch of crap.
Okay, so then don't ask people to call in.
I'm gonna let them call in, but if it's a piece of crap, I can't hear you because it's a piece of crap. You said that them boys were props, and that's a lie. They were victims. They got victimized by R. Kelly. People got diseases from R. Kelly.
There were no boys that was victims, Wiley.
Yes, it was. It's in the court documents. What case have you been viewing? They was in the court documents.
Pull up his charges, Wiley. Go pull
them
up
boys
his charges.
Testified that he violated them. Them boys is in the paperwork.
I know that you like to get your show hyped, so
it's the truth, but it's them boys. It's in the court documents. You're the only one that stand up for R. Kelly. Why? Them boys. What about them boys? It's in the court documents. I'm here, them boys. The same way I'm standing up for Levante. Oh, it wasn't no boys. They were props. There wasn't no props. Those were victims that got victimized when he propped that sick peen inside them boys and inside those holes and all of that. And so that's what we have to say about it. We haven't heard from her in a long time. And now she want to call it about R. Kelly. Ain't gonna happen over here. We totally against what R. Kelly did. Them boys. What about them boys? All right, hashtag them boys. Those are victims. I'm speaking for them victims. Them boys were victimized in a hole by a sick man, demented man that was evil and did all of those things to those people. Thank y'all so very much for calling in to the Wiley Show. We loved it. We've been on here almost 2 hours on the show. Vegas, October 6th to the 9th, 2023. Make sure you RSVP. And when we can get an account on how many people are coming, WileyShowProduction@gmail.com. 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 If you want to contribute to the P.O. Box, this is going to change, but we still have this P.O. Box until the contract end. P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. Also, if you want to be a financial blessing to us, we also have the GoFundMe where we're trying to raise $6,000. And if you want me to get the money directly without having any type of fees, you can always do the Cash App Marquise Marquise Wiley 28. We will also post in the comments right then and there as well. Thank y'all so very much. But we're gonna keep it real. We ain't gonna keep taking up for no man that prey on children. We gonna make sure we call it out immediately, and we're getting subscribers on there. We're getting subscribers on here. We're gaining in subscribers on here. Okay, and so we're gonna continue to do it. We're gonna do that. We are second annual our Vegas. We in Chicago. We're gonna be trying to get Brandon Johnson on the show. We do have a special guest that we're gonna be having soon, and we'll let y'all know the name of it when y'all hit the link and call in, okay? Because just in case they cancel, make sure when y'all hit the link, and when they hit the link and call in, we'll let y'all know. Thank y'all so very much. I love y'all dearly for showing up and showing support and showing love. Thank y'all for the massive support. I love it. 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 This was fun. This was entertaining. I want to shout out all of my members. Tomorrow we doing members only. I will see y'all again, and we may bring my sister on for members only. Maybe late. I'm gonna bring her on earlier for members only and get her on the show. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. And when I tell you, little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When time get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Peace and blessing to y'all all. If you want to contribute and buy my mom's book, she do have a book on the Amazon store. Some of y'all have already purchased the book. I would post the book as well. We're about to get ready to do a clubhouse with Don. We're going to be talking about some old celebrity gossip stuff over there. I'm going to post that as well. These are announcements. The after show is going to take place over there on Clubhouse. That's what it's got, or what it's going to do after show, or we may stream that as well over there on Station Head. I'm going to post a Clubhouse room as well, because we're going to be over there on Clubhouse, and we will send out a text for the Clubhouse as well, because Don Johnson and I and another special guest will be on the Clubhouse. So bring your notes. Somebody is working on their first real estate deal. Congratulations. And we're also going to be talking about celebrity gossip. We're going to be getting something. We're going to talk about the real estate first, and then we're going to get real messy. We're going to get real messy. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, man, we're going to get real messy. So those are the links. See y'all over there Love y'all so much. This was fun. This was great. And I will see you on the other video. Of course, we're going to restream this again tomorrow so y'all can catch this as well for those that didn't get a chance to speak. I know y'all going to drag me in the comments, but that's okay. See y'all in the next video. Peace.